Dear friends of Artelino, hello, my name is Dieter von Schurer. I'm the owner and manager of Artelino Company. Today I'm talking about Robert O Muller and his famous collection. Robert O Muller was a dealer and collector of Japanese prints who had amassed one of the largest and best collections, mainly of Shinhanga. He passed away on April 10 of 2003. Fortunately, after his death, his heirs bequeathed the best pieces, roughly 4,000 pieces, to a museum, the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. But the rest of the collection became available for commercial use. And when I say the rest, well then I'm actually talking about thousands, most probably about a 5-digit number. Robert O Muller had his first encounter with Japanese prints in the early 1930s. Well, that was the time of the Great Depression. And he by chance passed by a gallery in New York. It was the Shima Art Company, where he saw his first Japanese prints and where he bought his first Japanese print. Well then, later in 1940, he went on a honeymoon trip with his bride Inge to Tokyo, and he used the opportunity and bought huge numbers of Japanese prints. At that occasion, he met all the important persons. One was the publisher, Watanabe Shotsaburo, but he also met many of the artists like Hasui, Ito Shinsui, and he also traveled to Kyoto, where he met other publishers and other artists. So he came back actually with thousands of prints, which at that time were readily available for a very reasonable price. In one of the books that I'm going to present afterwards, it's mentioned that he bought a Kosan print on an average of 28 cents. By that time, the business of Watanabe Shotsaburo, who exported these prints to the United States mainly, had come nearly to a standstill due to the bad image that Japan had at that time due to their aggressive policies in East Asia, and especially the deteriorated relations with the United States. Well, and then came Pearl Harbor, December 7, 1941, and Robert had to close his gallery. Well, there was no chance of selling Japanese prints under these wartime conditions. Well, after the war in the 1960s, then Muller slowly established himself as a dealer in Japanese prints, and by the 1980s, 1990s, parts of his collections went on tour through the United States and also to Europe. And at that opportunity, Chris Uhlenbeck, well, a well-known dealer in Japanese prints, met Robert O Muller, and that was the beginning of a systematic research on the Muller collection and the publication of a famous book. It's the New Wave book, which today is no longer available, and people pay crazy prices to get one of these copies. Okay, I want to present another book, well, that is still available. It's printed to perfection. You find the ISBN number and everything on our website, and it's a kind of a wrap-up. It's exclusively about the Muller collection, and quite nice, good text. In the first part, here you see an image of Rob and his bride Inge, and well, the second part with a a bunch of nice illustrations. Well, each comes with a good description. Well, we are happy and received another consignment of prints from the estate of Robert O Muller, and on February 18th, that is a Wednesday, we will have another Muller auction. This Muller auction will be one of our largest and best, well, I can promise. Here you see a few examples. I just want to point out, well, one here, Hiroshi Yoshida's famous Grand Canyon woodblock, and another one that is quite rare, that is the only design that the publisher Watanabe Shotsaburo has ever made in his life. We had one copy before a few years ago, and this is now the second copy that we could receive. Okay, for today, thank you for watching, and I would be pleased to see you then in our coming auction of Muller Japanese woodblock prints starting February 18th at 8 p.m. our local time here in Central Europe. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.